evening, good night, wherever you are in podcast land. Brendan Cunningham, the real estate doctor at EXP. And that's that call.
How are we doing?
We're going to talk to you about all the things that, well, you're probably wondering about this week. So take it away. Market up, down, what's going on?
Still hot.
Still hot.
Yep.
Still red hot.
Yep.
Red hot, especially in Western Europe, not some other cities.
Yep.
But we have some interesting things we want to talk about, things to know. Rates are still doing this.
Yep. Fluctuating.
We're still seeing multiple offers.
Yep.
And the smart money is saying, you know what? This might be a good time for me to cash my chips in.
Yep.
Okay. Having said that, we have a really cool guest today, and we're very privileged to have Mark Kelly, General Mark Kelly. Come on down, Mark. Okay. He's gonna shock and awe.
Kelly,
you tell me this isn't the winner of the market. You look like look. I said, did anyone tell you this? He looked at, I said, I would hire you just so that I wouldn't get assassinated.
Yeah.
I like that.
No, this is Don Zappia. Don Zappia is an EXP agent. He's in our family.
Yep.
And it's like the Casa Nostra. He's in the family.
He's the original.
But he's one of the originals. He was, I would say, wow, you were like 8 years, 9 years?
8 years now.
Okay, in EXP. EXP was unheard of 8 years
in New
ago.
York State, not just Western York.
Yeah.
You know?
I had never heard of it.
No.
In fact, I heard of it maybe about 5 years ago. I was at a conference in Albany, and I met somebody from New York City and told me about it.
Yeah, because Albany has a bigger presence.
And it didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I said, what the heck is this? But you were truly a voice crying in the wilderness. And not only did you do well with it, but you did super well with it. Is that a fair statement to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the best I've ever done.
Yeah, there you go.
He's still growing.
So it's a good move.
So, okay. So you were in the business before EXP. We were all in the business many years before. So we had it wasn't like we were Johnny come latelys just starting out.
Nope.
What made you attracted? What was attractive about the EXP model?
You know what? That's a story.
I know it's a 2 hour, it's a 2 hour answer.
Yeah.
It's a 20-minute show.
I mean, as agents just starting out in the business, we're always looking for the answer.
The magic answer. Right?
You know, where is it? I kept looking under rocks and everything wasn't there. But I went to, and I was with a very small broker when I first started. And
I started with a 3-person broker. I was the third guy.
Yeah.
You're about the same.
Husband-wife team, and I think it was me and somebody else. In fact, a quick story on the sideline. The 2 other agents that were there, we were young agents, full of
and vinegar,
right?
Ready to go.
And we end up waiting for the clients, right? So we pull up to the same house to show the same house, right? We were so broke. I drove up on my Harley Davidson, right? Because my wife had my other car. He actually drove up on a bicycle to show the house because his car broke down. So I mean, that's where we were at agents back then.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, so I was at the small broker, and I did really well. I did very well my first year in real estate back when houses were $125 on average, right?
Yep.
Did $1.5 million my first year.
That's great.
So, but I just said there was so much more to learn.
Yeah, and there is. We're constantly learning. I'm learning stuff every day.
Absolutely.
And I'm on the faculty and I'm learning stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I was searching for that. So I went out and I said, you know what, maybe a larger broker has more tools.
Bigger is better.
Yeah.
Not always.
Not always.
You seem to think that, though. I did the same.
I went with the larger broker, and that broker was part of a bigger broker that was a franchise. And the bigger broker came in and bought. So,
and there's a lot of that mergers and acquisitions right now.
Exactly what's going on.
In times of uncertainties, you see mergers and acquisitions all the time.
Yep. And I mean, we've seen some of the biggest in
right now with Compass and all that.
And rumor has it there's a lot more coming.
Oh, yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Yep.
So anyway, it was taken over, and I just didn't like the culture that the bigger broker took. And so I took a step back, and actually that was the first year in 10 years in real estate that I actually dropped below $5 million that year. Because I just took a step back and said, I just don't know what I want to do. I'm not learning anything. Nothing's exciting me. You know, and if you're not excited in what you do at work, don't
do something else.
You know, so with that, I joined my cousin who had a team. And again, with another big broker, she goes, because I was thinking about opening up my own brokerage.
Hanging your shingle.
Yeah. And she just looked at me square in the face. She goes, don't do it. And every broker that is now not a broker
Yep.
He's saying it's the best thing they did is get out of the broker business.
Yeah.
And the brokerage part of the business is the least fun part.
Yeah.
of the
No,
business.
Joel has said it on the
Yeah.
podcast.
It's nothing but aggravation.
Yeah.
You know?
You're constantly being sued.
I mean,
It's a lot of distractions.
I didn't even think about the litigation.
Well, that and then putting up with all the agents and
Putting up with all the agents whining, how come they have business and I don't have business? Because you're a bum and she's not.
Yeah. I mean, everyone in this business has the same opportunity to create the business.
Yep.
I mean, everyone does.
Crimea River. Yeah.
Nobody's lucky.
Yeah, no.
You know,
well,
no, yeah.
You know what? The harder I work, the luckier I get.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Exactly. So she told me, don't do it. And at that time,
Best advice you ever got.
yeah, you ain't kidding, because a friend of mine that lives in Las Vegas called me up and said, you got to take a look at this brokerage. And he was sort of a mentor to mine in the real estate business. We just bounce ideas off. So he was a very good close friend of mine. He goes, take a look at this model. And I says, all right. So I'm like, what could be different? So I took a look at the whole EXP model, watched the video, went on a couple Zooms, went on a couple calls with some people to find out more about it. I actually called the bigger broker here in Buffalo, and they told me, oh, in 2 years they're going to go under. Don't even bother going. Don't.
Even though they were publicly traded at the time.
Yeah.
They're going to go.
Yeah. So I mean, so that was back in March. I made my decision in December. Okay. So it took
6 month incubation.
Yeah,
not
you
unusual.
processed it.
because
That's
it
not
was
smart.
new.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It was new, and I was just like, who are these people?
Yeah.
You know, who are these people? I mean, Buffalo's so unique because we realize the names out there are all regional brokers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, that we're very high on the regional brokers, but the national brokers, I mean, what this company, what I seen what EXP did for the agents,
Yeah.
and that's the difference. Like these regional brokers here locally, and I say regional, all Western New York, Erie County, going all the way to Rochester, Syracuse. The regional brokers are focused on the brokerage. They, they're in survival mode.
Well, yeah, they're going to
Pay
the bills.
the money.
Yeah.
And with a national broker, and the model was totally different. And I mean, I get rewarded on every deal I do because of the stock plan.
Tell them about the stock plan. We had a little conversation beforehand, and it was a great story. Tell about if you would decide to leave.
Oh yeah. So bottom line, so I've been with EXP 8 years now, I believe it is. I don't like counting years at this age, but about 8 years. If I decided to stop selling real estate right now, just done. The question back out to all you guys that are watching is, what do you walk away from that real estate agent with? So the example, when I told MJ Peterson I was leaving,
A good company.
leaving
You're a good
that
company.
company to go to EXP, the only thing I had was the pencil or the pen that I signed my release on. That's what I walked out of that brokerage.
And your license.
And my license.
And that's it.
I own my license. They
Yeah.
can't
Can't take
let
it.
do something unethical or illegal.
Right.
nobody
And
takes
then
it.
you're out. Yep.
Right now, if I walked out of EXP today, because I'm a 6-time Icon agent.
Yep. So you got a lot of money back in stock. Yep.
So I got money back in stock, plus stock that I've earned through different plateaus with the company. I walk out with $130,000 of my money.
Yeah.
Of money that was given to me because of hard work.
Would be real.
So I mean, there's not many.
And it wasn't that you had to do anything extra. This was just provided for you in addition to what you're.
Just for selling.
Just for doing your job.
Yep.
Just for
doing your job.
Hey, I just sold a $350,000 home.
Yep.
Great. Got the commission check. All of a sudden over here, I got some stock.
Yep.
Little stock here, little stock here, little stock here. All of a sudden,
$125,000 worth of stock.
And
then I think that's what it is. I don't look at it.
Yeah.
Don't look
Yeah.
at
It's
it.
out of sight, out of
I
mind.
don't look at
Yeah.
mine either.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun though when you do. But
Yeah.
I haven't done it
Yeah.
in a while.
So I mean,
But
that's what I seen.
what other brokerage can you get that at? I've
many
never worked
things.
for one that they wanted to share, stock.
Well, you could have that if you had an ownership position.
Yes.
But in any of these larger companies that you talk about, you would never have an
as
ownership
a
position.
single agent, that's
However,
not part of the family.
With this model, you do have an ownership position.
Yes, I do.
So do you.
Yeah.
We're all owners.
So do
we're all
I.
partners.
Yeah.
So even though he's a part of my family, if he sells something, it indirectly benefits me.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes into another subject of what I seen with
That's my stock comes
EXP.
out.
Okay, like that's the other thing. What I seen. I was just on a call yesterday. There was 350 people on the Zoom. Hey, it was a fast forward movement group.
Mhm.
It's part of my group. And here are some of the top agents in the world
Yeah.
on this call, giving advice. You want to hear what else they were given? The secrets to success. The secrets that most agents
We'll
don't.
never ever share with you.
I ain't telling you how I'm
Yeah,
doing it.
it's a very different attitude. Everyone says, "Yeah, what? You got to do this.
Yeah.
This is the secret weapon."
Yeah.
Because indirect,
Help us
Yeah.
all grow, And so between that technology package,
Yeah, that's huge.
and the thing is, if you call the company, and we have direct lines, and you want to sit down and talk to somebody, you call the president of the company, the CEO, the
Yep.
owner, whatever.
Yep.
They'll talk to you. They'll take
Yeah.
the time to talk to you.
Mhm.
And but what they're basically why they want to talk to you, they want to know what you need.
Yeah.
And then down the road, all of a sudden, we're a big machine.
Yeah, it's a
it's
huge
not-
machine.
Yeah.
right? But down the road, all of a sudden, you see the boat turn a little bit. And what you suggested and a bunch of agents, other suggestions, you see that boat going in that direction.
Yeah, they're implementing it. They're
the other
actually
thing-
listening.
The other
Yeah.
thing that I've noticed over the years is different agents are attracted to the model that might previously not have been attracted to.
Mhm.
And like in our organization, we have 3 that I know of. We have Lori, Joel, and myself. We were agents of the year.
Yeah.
We have 3 in our
Mhm.
group.
Yep.
We have 2. We have 1 sitting president of the association and 1 past president of the association.
Yep.
And they're icon agents. They're big shots in locally as well as nationally.
Mhm.
So we're attracting
Yep.
much bigger and better talent than we've ever had before.
I agree.
Well, I think the other thing too is the attraction part. Yes, I mean, because we just mentioned it earlier in the conversation, you're seeing big mergers.
Mhm.
You're seeing the industry change. But first of all, let's go back to August 17, 2024.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sort of set the stage for where we are today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Agreed.
So that set the stage. It started. We need to change as a real estate business.
Yeah. Industry. Yep.
And for the consumer that doesn't know that date, August 17th, like
24.
4. Yep.
24. There was a change in basically how agents get compensated. There's a big mishigash on different forms and this and that. And it kind of locally, a lot of times, it drew us to a freaking screeching halt.
Mhm.
People couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
They're still wrestling with it a little bit.
Yep.
But it changed the landscape tremendously. And we could adapt instantaneously.
Well, our
So I was-
CEO was putting together the documents for
we-
other
we-
brokerages
we were
as
at
well
so
that
ahead
were
of the game.
that were compliant to the new laws when
Yeah.
we couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, we had everything in our hands ready to go.
In fact,
The
on
training
that day,
that-
Absolutely. Yep.
Did you?
I did it. I was, and I said, "Wow, it's the first day I'm going to do it." It was simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had so
It
much
was so like
training.
one form, bingo, bango, boom, boom,
Done.
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 I'm still
everyone
getting
else-
the illegal forms.
Yeah.
I've had 2 in the last week. And then, and try to tell another agent, oh, we can't use your form. You got to use this form. They're like, well, I'm not using your
Yeah,
form.
well,
Well,
what
my
do you mean?
brokerage is rejecting yours because it says seller,
Yep.
right on it.
All right.
Yep.
So I mean,
It's
it's 2024 changed the landscape a little bit. I think everybody sort of did a reset.
Yep.
Okay. And with the reset, I mean, as you know, and over the last year, how many big mergers have we seen in real
Ugh.
estate companies?
Yeah. Huge.
And I think my gut feeling, this is Don Zappia speaking, is that I don't think it's stopped yet.
Oh,
There's
God,
a
no.
lot of rumors.
It's almost the beginning.
Yeah.
So the small, medium-sized brokerages find it very difficult to operate because let's face it, companies like EXP are giving so much to the agents,
Mm-hmm.
right? For nothing,
Mm-hmm.
for free, because of who we are, because of the model
Yeah.
allows them to afford to do that,
Mm-hmm.
that these other brokerages can't compete financially.
Right.
So they're saying if you can't beat them, I have to join them,
Yep.
and they're creating this bigger mergers and mergers in there.
Yep.
And I think you're going to see a lot more over the next 5 years. I don't think the real estate industry is going to see as many brokerages as you see today.
There'll be
Yeah.
more pure doing more deals.
Consolidating.
Yes.
Yep.
Pure doing more deals.
Yep.
Yeah. We just wanted to give sort of an insight into because we never really talk about
No.
EXP.
Yeah.
It's
Not
nice
as
that
not
we
as.
had, General Mark Kelly here.
Yep.
You're gonna go off press that. No, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. You told me he doesn't look like Mark. But yeah, it's a cool model, and I like it, and the more I look at it, the more I like it.
Well, and really the biggest thing that my takeaway is, like you said, whenever we all get together, everybody's open to just being honest and saying, look, this is what I'm doing. This didn't work. Where every other place I worked was like, no, you're not getting this information.
You
Yeah,
can't do that.
no
You
way.
can't do that.
They would ask you, and then you would ask, and
I
then you'd be like, I'm not
I
talking.
had a call. I had a sit down with two young ladies that was going to come over to EXP. They're still thinking about it, but they said, how is EXP? Is there, what are the restrictions? I go, as long as you do everything legally and ethically, do whatever you run your business, make money.
Yeah,
take care of the customers.
they're fairly strict about that. If you got like complaints, you're out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're not taking it.
No, the social media stuff that we've known
Not
about,
taking
they
it.
monitor
Everything's gotta be
that.
compliant.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's-
You have to be a
that's
true
good money.
professional.
That's a good money business.
You have to be a professional.
I mean, I come from the background. I worked for UPS for many, many years.
Okay.
And
It's a very standardized operation.
everything was to the T.
Yep.
There's no gray area.
No.
This is
no.
it.
Yep.
I mean, that's running a good business.
Absolutely.
But I mean, the question these girls ask me, well, it seems like it's for the high producing agents. I go, I know. I says, those all high producing agents
Started
somewhere.
Yes.
Look at Julie.
Yeah.
Julie.
Yeah.
Oh
Julie.
my God.
I don't think she's got 1 year in.
Yeah.
No,
She's
just
just about coming up on a
yeah,
year.
She's,
Yeah.
she's on fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
On fire.
Yep.
And she's got the support that she needed. And stuff. Any special announcement before we cut off the show here?
Yes. You know what? I got a great event coming up August 6th, and some of you out there might know that out in East Aurora, there's a little place called the Rural Outreach Center, and they take care of families in our areas where we live. I mean, not some big conglomerate type fundraiser. They take care of families. This one here, more in the South Towns, East Aurora, Hamburg, Boston, Orchard Park, West Seneca, Lancaster, all that. And what they do is take care of families that have some difficult times right now, and especially in this world. I mean, drug addictions, divorce,
In Western New York, we have it.
family abuse. And we're going there and we're feeding 40 children some hamburgers, hot dogs, and
Good for you.
potato chips.
Yep.
And then as EXP agents or anybody out there that wants to contribute, just reach out, get a hold of me. We're asking for a donation, and what these donations are for is for the young kids to go to school, and anybody have grandkids or kids that go to school. The peer pressure of what you wear and what you have is so. And I mean, these kids are going to school. I got like a little check mark on the back saying, they fit into this box, and if they don't have the right stuff, the peer pressure is good. So what we're doing is raising money for the book bags or pencils or school supplies, and giving them the opportunity to fit in.
And have what the other kids have.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's it. So
Good for you.
we're
Yeah,
asking
that's
for the
awesome.
donations. Anybody who can.
I'll give you a donation, all right? Yeah, there you go. I don't know if I'll be able to make the event, but I'll give you some money.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Hey.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
There it is.
Brendan.
The books, pencils, and school
And I'll be
supplies.
there to volunteer.
And that's coming to help me
Yep.
swing some
August
hammers
6th
in
is what day? Is it
It's
Sunday?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Not this
Yeah.
week, but the
What
next
time?
week.
11 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Yep.
Actually, my grandkids, funny thing, my grandkids.
I will be in East Aurora on that Thursday because I teach my Tai Chi class in the morning.
Oh, do you?
I'll come
Yeah,
over.
Come on
come
in.
over.
There you
My
go.
grandkids want to know if they could come and play games with the kids on that day. So
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, they're gonna bring the
Yeah.
grandkids up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get you the address of that.
Okay.
So.
That's
So,
awesome.
Don Zappia,
Yeah.
a voice crying in the wilderness goes right us. Great.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
No,
Thanks
I
for coming on the
appreciate it.
show.
This is great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Please like, follow, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know if there's anything you want us to address on the show.
That's right. Remember, I am the real estate doctor, Brendan Cunningham, with Matt Paul.
Yep.
And together
We are those real estate guys.